think it's busy. Alright, so we're here in Haworth, which is it's a village, it's a Pennine village, and it's where the Brontes lived and where they wrote. So what can I say about Haworth? Well, as I said, that's where the Bronte sisters grew up, and it was quite a crowded industrial town. It was polluted, smelly, and dirty. And it's a bit different today, isn't it? There's all these beautiful gift shops. Look at that, amazing. It's quite a slightly alternative little town with kind of witchy shops and things like that. Really, really interesting place. But yeah, back in the day, it was more of like a farming place originally. Villagers farmed a few acres on the moors, and then they combined that with weaving and looms. It gradually became sort of more industrialised later on. With water-powered mills. There's the River Worth that runs through this area, and the economy sort of started shifting from sort of wool to more industrial. In the sort of late 1800s. Okay, that medieval England feeling. Oh gosh, this is steep. Yeah, when people were also quite religious as well back in that time, and they had sort of Baptist and Wesleyan chapels in the village, and they also had Anglican church that provided the village with education as well. Yeah. Yeah, another interesting fact about Haworth. One of the reasons why I quite like this village is it was the location for the film The Railway Children, which was a film made in 1970 in and around this area. I don't know if you've watched that film, like the older one. I know there's been a new one, hasn't there, a few years ago, Railway Children. I think that was on TV. But the original one, the 1970 one, is really cool. I really like 70s movies, and that's a good one. It's got some good actors in it, like Jenny Agutter and Bernard Cribbins makes an appearance in it, if you remember him, Bernard Cribbins. Yeah, so I really like that, and it was all kind of filmed in and around this village and surrounding area, and the Bronte Parsonage itself, which we're going to walk up and have a look at, just at the top of this hill. That was also in the movie. Yeah, so we'll check out some of those film locations as well. All right, so that was a walk pretty much through the length of the village. It's just it's more or less one kind of steep hill with all shops along the sides, as you saw there. There's another part, a few more streets. We'll come round the back way after we see the Bronte Parsonage, and we'll walk back down the other way through the village, and we'll see the rest of it. Yeah, and also have a look at that. At the Brontes' graveyard, which is next to the parsonage. I don't want to be morbid or anything, but it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting, and it's also been in, sort of a few films and TV locations and things like that. So yeah, we'll have a look around. So we're just coming now round. So you can see the main road there, where you'd come from if you came from Keighley along there. You'd kind of come up. And you turn here, and this is the main. Up here is the main car park for the Bronte Parsonage. If you're visiting the parsonage, you probably come up. If you follow the signs, you'd come up this way, and it's got toilets and paid parking, and you can. But the problem is here, as you can see already, there's a Range Rover's parked outside. It gets really full and like blocked up. So there's a second car park through the other side of the village. Now this is the garden right at the front of the Bronte Parsonage, sort of looking out from the parsonage down towards the church, and you can see there, this is the site leading to the church where the Brontes are buried. Yeah, it's very scenic, because caught it on a really good day with the lights and the sunlight. You can see I think that's the school there just next to it. But yeah, there we are. There's the garden. It's covered over at the moment. I think the centre might be planting something, or probably put grass seed in there. But yeah, the beautiful setting. As you can see, the front of the parsonage, the door's just open in there. You've got to wait your turn. Now that's the scene from the Railway Children. It was actually the doctor's house in the Railway Children, not the house of the Railway Children themselves. So the Bronte Parsonage Museum houses the world's largest collection of Bronte furniture, clothes and personal possessions. Really interesting, yeah, fascinating. Look around, it's got the room reconstructions that we just walked through, and it's got this section in the other half of the house of more of a sort of a museum with, items on display. It's got letters, paint boxes, Charlotte's wedding bonnet and pebbles collected by Anne. The museum has it's got annual events and exhibitions and arts events and things like that as well. Now, the Bronte home remains pretty much as the family would have known it. The father's study with its piano and the view of the church, its dark and rather cramped kitchen and the little bedrooms. It's got a really nice dining room where the Bronte sisters would have worked, long after their father had gone to bed, walking around the table, helping each other with their writing. This is the garden of the parsonage, and I thought I'd go out this way. I'm not sure if you were supposed to come through here or not, but I thought I'd explore a little bit and walk around and see, a bit of what they would have seen. It was their home from 1820 to 1861. They published, Charlotte published Jane Eyre, Anne published Agnes Grey, and Emily published Wuthering Heights. Some amazing books that came from writing, in this area, and must have been really, really inspired by this village and the landscape. Yeah, really interesting place. "1801. I have just returned from a visit to my landlord, the solitary neighbour that I shall be troubled with. This is certainly a beautiful country. In all England, I do not believe that I could have fixed on a situation so completely removed from the stir of society. A perfect misanthropist's heaven. And Mr. Heathcliff and I are such a suitable pair to divide the desolation between us. A capital fellow. He little imagined how my heart warmed towards him when I beheld his black eyes withdraw so suspiciously under their brows, as I rose up, or when his fingers sheltered themselves with a jealous resolution, still further in his waistcoat as I announced my name. 'Mr. Heathcliff,' I said. A nod was the answer. So we're going to come out of the graveyard and the churchyard there into the back of the village, and we're going to turn and walk down, and you'll see some of the locations that were featured in the film The Railway Children. There's one here with the steps. See the white door at the end there, and there's some steps as we turn round. You can see that's one of the I think that was the old post office in The Railway Children, where they went and they were collecting for the birthday present. I'm not going to give too many spoilers away. You'll have to go and watch it, have a look, check out that film. It's a really good one. But yeah, you can see there one of the shots from the film. Phil's going. Oh look, isn't that cool? Let's have a quick look. Okay. Can't really get in these shops, can you? They're a bit crowded. Alright, so now we're going to go and have a look at Oakworth railway station. Yeah, Oakworth. Now there is an old railway station in Haworth, in the village at the bottom of the hill, which we drove around and we thought it was there. We thought, oh, that's Oakworth station. We drove in and thought, oh no, actually it's not. Although it is interesting, it's got some old steam trains and things in there, and I think this line probably joins up with it. I think it's probably the next station along even. So yeah, it's a very, very short drive from Haworth to this station, Oakworth. And why this one's interesting, it was also featured heavily in the film The Railway Children, and it's been in quite a few TV programs. You know, Last of the Summer Wine. You know, things where they've it was in a Joe Jackson video as well. So yeah, it does feature in quite a few things because it's fairly authentic. It's still got all the old railway signs and memorabilia, and it has a little museum down here at the back, where it's sort of a working sort of museum. You can see like the old station master's house and some memorabilia as well around here. The old carriages stored there. So yeah, really interesting. Nice day to see it with the sun shining, and yeah, very atmospheric actually. It's really good. Yeah, so come and check this one out if you're in the area. That's just down the way. You can obviously get trains from here. You can jump on a steam train and head down the line. Didn't have time to do that personally, but this is like almost at the end of the day. I think it was after 5 o'clock we've managed to get to here, but there was still trains running. So yeah, I do remember this really well from the film The Railway Children, and some kind of iconic scenes from that filmed on this platform. So I always wanted to see it. That's a really cool place. Yeah.
that between it, she'd swap. Maybe, yeah. I was so from the back.
Oh, did you?
I was like, oh, what's that? I think I was like, oh,